Hey everyone, welcome back to Eonk's Lab. Today I'm really excited to share something special with you. We're taking a look at Dmitry Lukin's channel, where he's documenting this amazing house construction project. Honestly, you don't come across builds like this very often. The level of detail is just incredible. And if you stay with me till the end, you're going to pick up a lot. This is the kind of project that truly shows what can happen when modern methods come together with traditional craftsmanship. So, let's get started. The first thing they're doing is placing these insulation boards right at the base of the foundation. Pretty clever step. This helps stop the cold from rising up from the ground, keeping the house comfortable all year round. This is one of those foundation stages that really impacts energy efficiency and comfort. They're making sure to position each board properly, because even small gaps could create thermal bridges. Alright, now take a look at this. They're running all the plumbing lines right through those insulation boards. This step is setting up the entire water system for the house, making sure everything will function properly later on. Once the concrete is poured, you really don't want to go back and change any plumbing. They're being very systematic and careful with the layout here. Next, they're installing a grid of metal rebar inside the foundation. This step is really important because it helps hold the concrete together and prevents cracking as the structure settles over time. You can see how precisely they're spacing everything and securing it in place. This foundation is going to be extremely strong. Concrete performs well under compression but is weak in tension, and that's where the steel reinforcement comes in, creating a solid composite material. Oh, this is interesting. See those red pipes they're running through the rebar? That's the radiant floor heating system. They're making sure the heat will be spread evenly across the entire floor, so there won't be any cold spots in the house. Radiant heating is honestly one of the most effective systems. It's very efficient and gives off a really comfortable warmth that's much better than forced air. Plus, it works silently and doesn't circulate dust around. Now comes the concrete pour. This is where things really start to come together. Once this concrete sets, it's going to carry the entire weight of the house, so it's a pretty critical step. You can see they're working fast but with care, making sure the concrete reaches every corner. They'll also use vibrators to remove any air pockets and make sure it's fully dense. Okay, so now they're stacking up these air-rated concrete blocks on the foundation. What's interesting about these is they're actually pretty light, but they're incredibly strong. Plus, they're great for insulation, which means less energy to heat and cool the place. These blocks have tiny air pockets throughout that make them lightweight but structurally sound. Now comes the concrete pour. This is where things really start to come together. Once this concrete sets, it's going to carry the entire weight of the house, so it's a pretty critical step. You can see they're working fast but with care, making sure the concrete reaches every corner. They'll also use vibrators to remove any air pockets and make sure it's fully dense. The installation continues with great precision. Each block is placed carefully to maintain structural strength and thermal efficiency across the walls. Alright, now they're pouring concrete into what's known as an armapoa. Basically, it's a reinforced concrete belt that ties the walls and roof together. This makes the entire structure much more stable and solid. So once those concrete belts are cured and sitting on top of each wall, it's like the house now has a strong ring holding everything together. Really satisfying to watch. Now, take a look at this. They're constructing a beautiful wooden veranda frame at the front of the house. It's not just functional, but it's also going to add a lot of character to the place. The craftsmanship on this wooden structure is really impressive. After adding more insulation and the concrete belt on top, they're installing these wooden plates that will support the floor joists for the second level. This step is essential because it connects the walls to the floor system above, helping everything work together as one solid structure. Here we go. The upper floor beams are being installed now. Every piece has been cut to precise measurements because the roof has to be perfectly aligned. There's no room for mistakes here. These beams form the backbone of the entire roof structure, carefully chosen for their strength and straightness. The spacing is designed to handle both dead loads and live loads from snow and wind. And just like that, the roof framework is complete. I have to say, this is one of those moments where you really appreciate the craftsmanship. It's strong, but also really well crafted. There's something almost artistic about a properly built roof frame. Now they're installing OSB boards over the wooden beams. This forms a solid base for the upper floor and also adds extra strength to the roof structure. They're fastening each sheet with screws at regular intervals to prevent any movement or squeaking over time. Time for the second floor walls to go up. These wooden frames will define all the rooms and support the roof above. This is the moment where the floor plan really starts to take shape. You can clearly see the layout coming together. Every frame piece is being placed with great precision. The walls have to be perfectly straight and plumb to support everything that follows. They're using high-quality lumber here to ensure maximum stability. This level of attention to detail helps prevent a lot of problems later on. Even a slightly uneven wall can create issues when installing doors, windows, and finishing materials. You can see them constantly checking with levels and carefully measuring before fixing anything in place. Watching these second-floor walls go up is really impressive. The house is quickly taking shape now, growing taller and more striking with each step. What started as just a simple platform is now turning into real rooms with clearly defined spaces. And there it is. The entire wooden roof structure is now complete. It's not just protective, but honestly really beautiful to look at. The geometry of a well-designed roof is something truly special. The roof framing is essentially complete now. And wow, this is really starting to look like a dream house. The whole structure is absolutely stunning at this stage. There's something about seeing the skeleton of a house like this that really highlights the quality of the construction. Now they're laying wooden planks across the roof. This creates a solid surface to work on and forms the ideal base for insulation in the final roofing material. Now it's time for insulation. These boards being installed on the roof will help keep the house warm in cold weather and cool when it's hot. It's a key factor for overall comfort. Roof insulation is especially important because heat naturally rises, so a lot of energy can be lost through the top of the house. After the insulation is installed, they're adding wooden battens on top. These create a framework for the shingles and also add extra strength to the entire roof system. They're sealing all the seams in the insulation using special tape. This is important because you don't want any air or water getting in through small gaps. Something really cool is happening. They're cutting openings in the roof for skylights. Natural light makes a huge difference, and these windows will also bring in fresh air, making the entire house feel more open and comfortable. The skylights are being installed now. These modern units don't just bring in natural light, they also provide ventilation. This is a big upgrade for the overall living experience. They can even open up to let hot air escape, helping create natural airflow throughout the house. This waterproof membrane being laid on the roof is absolutely crucial. It acts as the main barrier against rain and moisture, helping protect the house for many years. Even though the shingles will be installed on top, this membrane serves as the primary layer that keeps water from getting into the structure. Time for the shingles. They're using these modern architectural shingles that look fantastic and can handle some serious weather, storms, heavy rain, you name it. Those black shingles look really sharp. Even from a distance, the house is starting to look something truly special. The way each row of shingles overlaps is what makes the roof completely watertight. Every piece is layered over the one beneath it, so water flows down and off instead of seeping in. The entire roof is now covered with these perfectly aligned black shingles. It looks incredible and is clearly built to last. Now they're installing gutter brackets along the edge of the roof. Gutters might not be the most noticeable feature, but they're really important. They help direct rainwater away from the walls and foundation, protecting the house from water damage over time. Gutters are going up now. Without them, rainwater would just pour straight off the roof and create all sorts of issues around the house. And now the downspouts are being added to guide that water from the gutters safely down to the ground. Back to the walls. They're adding insulation boards to the exterior of the second floor. This helps keep the house comfortable no matter what the weather is like outside. Even though it's winter, they're still working on the insulation, which shows real dedication. This layer is what will keep the cold from getting inside and help maintain a stable indoor temperature. On the balcony, they're placing OSB boards over the wooden frame. This creates a strong, even surface that will hold up well over time. Now they're applying a waterproof layer to the balcony floor. This is essential to protect the wood from rain and prevent water damage.
Now they're adding a waterproof layer to the balcony floor. You definitely need this to protect the wood from rain damage.
Okay, this is where the exterior really starts to transform. They're installing these modern wall tiles, which are not only more durable but also completely change the overall look. Each tile is being placed with great care. The level of skill here is really impressive. Every tile is perfectly positioned, creating a modern, elegant look that will age beautifully. These tiles aren't just for looks either. They provide serious, heavy-duty protection against rain, sun, snow, ice, wind, hail, and everything else nature throws at the house throughout the year. Down at the base of the structure, they're carefully and methodically applying a special moisture barrier coating with great precision and attention to detail. This helps prevent water from seeping into the foundation area and causing damage, rot, or long-term structural issues. Now, new tiles are being installed under the walls in neat, organized rows. This not only enhances the beauty and overall look of the exterior, but also provides extra protection against the elements and changing weather conditions. Time to remove the protective sheeting from the walls. And wow! Just look at that stunning brick-style finish underneath. It looks really modern, clean, and professional, exactly what this project needed. Now they're adding beautiful wooden accent pieces to the exterior of the building with careful placement. This brings in natural warmth and texture, making the house feel much more cozy and inviting for both visitors and residents. Every single piece of wood is being placed with incredible care and precision by the skilled workers. You can really see the builder's attention to detail and commitment to quality craftsmanship in every step of this process.
To quality workmanship.
The wooden trim around the windows is being installed perfectly and smoothly. It not only strengthens and supports the windows structurally, but also adds a beautiful natural touch to the overall design. Each and every piece of wood is being painted by hand with careful, deliberate strokes by the craftsman. This helps protect it from the elements and weather conditions while also enhancing the natural beauty of the grain and texture. The craftsman is carefully and methodically placing these wooden support beams into their correct positions. They're absolutely essential for roof stability and the overall structural integrity of the entire building. This large, solid wooden beam is being installed as a support for the balcony and the roof overhang above the entrance. This large, solid wooden beam is being installed as a support for the balcony and the roof overhang above the entrance. Each careful stroke highlights the quality of the work and the level of craftsmanship involved. The door frames are being installed with real precision and accuracy in every measurement. You can see the attention to detail in every corner of the installation. That wooden header above the door is both functional and decorative, providing strong support while also adding visual interest and architectural character to the entrance. The veranda timbers are being placed one by one with great care and attention, creating a nice covered walkway area that provides shade and protection from the weather. Now they're painting the veranda woodwork with smooth, even brush strokes. With each stroke, the natural beauty and grain of the wood really stands out clearly and beautifully. Now they're fitting the door and window frames together with incredible precision and care. The combination of high-quality materials and skilled installation is really taking this build to the next level.
Level of excellence.
They're adding wooden trim beneath the doors and windows as important finishing touches to the project. These details make everything look more intentional and professionally completed by skilled craftsmen. Strong, sturdy wooden railings are being installed on the veranda for safety and security. Safety comes first, but they also look great and match the overall design perfectly. The balcony railing is now in place and looks good from every angle. It's secure, attractive, functional, and really brings the whole design together in a clean, cohesive way. Adding more decorative woodwork to the balcony railing for extra visual appeal and charm. The craftsmanship really stands out here and clearly shows the builder's skill and experience. This wooden balcony railing is a perfect blend of modern design principles and traditional craftsmanship techniques passed down through generations. The large entry door frame is being carefully positioned in the opening with precision. This is the first thing people will see when they approach the house from the street. Modern light fixtures are being installed on the exterior walls and entryway. They add both safety and curb appeal to the property while enhancing its appearance at night. And that's it. This dream house, built with wooden beams, hard work, dedication, and incredible patience, is finally complete and ready for its new owners. This house isn't just bricks, lumber, and materials. It's a dream brought to life through determination, skill, and countless hours of effort by dedicated craftsmen. Thanks so much for watching this entire build process from start to finish. Drop a like and subscribe to our channel. Your support really motivates us to keep bringing you amazing content like this in the future. See you next time.